While Derek Carr recently relocated this offseason to Las Vegas with the Raiders, his roots remain in Bakersfield, along with his family. A family that's also rooted in football.
Football, I think of family.
Cheryl Carr, also known as mom to David, Darren, and Derek, would know best.
Kind of develop a passion for it, and your dad kind of, you watch Raider games. I grew up watching Howie Long and those guys.
And that worked out pretty well, as Derek is the current quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders, following in his oldest brother David's footsteps from Fresno State to the NFL.
Once I saw my brother do it, I was like, well, if he can do it, I for sure can do it, as a little competitive, little snotty-nosed brat.
While Derek competes in the league, David is currently covering it for the NFL Network, while middle brother Darren coaches, each putting in the time to reach success in the sport that connects them all.
And I learned that work ethic from my dad. I watched it happen.
We'd see him in the morning maybe, we're eating donuts, he'd take off, we'd go to school, and then we'd see each other at night, and then he'd be like, hey Dave, let's go throw. And I remember gosh, many times we'd go at like 9 o'clock, 9:30 to Stockdale High School. Lights were on, and he'd go throw balls.
The love from it came from our dad just teaching us if we worked hard that anything was possible for us.
I've watched them. There's nobody that works as hard as they do, and that's why they're successful.
But still having two sons reach the NFL is surreal.
Pretty exciting. I mean, you hope and pray for them. You saw how much work they put in.
Not forgetting the game where it all clicked.
I remember thinking, what is going on?
When David led his unranked Bulldogs to a win over number 10 Oregon State.
And I just started crying. I couldn't stop crying. I was like, one of those ugly cries. And I was like, what is going on? And they tore the goalpost down, and I realized this is bigger than we imagined.
And it could have been any sport, but it had to be football, especially for Pops.
I let him play everything, and then it was just, I'm not playing baseball no more. I'm not playing basketball no more. I'm gonna stick with football. I'm like, yes.
It just happened that I could throw a football better than all the kids older than me, and same with my brother. And then Darren just ate everything, so he was just bigger than everybody, so they just put him on the D-line.
There's 330 million people in America. 1,700 blessed individuals get to play in the NFL. And they all had the work ethic, and all three of them got Division I scholarships. 2 went to the NFL. They had him going in the 2nd or 3rd round, but God had another plan.
A plan that kept him close to the game.
That's what we were called to do, I know it's silly saying I was called to be a high school coach, but it's really not. It's not just coaching football. It's mentoring young men and being a good example. Just see those guys grow, and you only have them for a short while. So it's nice to see those kids take that after they leave high school and, get married, have kids, do it the right way, and be successful.
As head coach of the Bakersfield Christian Eagles, Darren has been able to serve his purpose and remain close to family with his dad and David both on his coaching staff.
So he's a defensive coordinator and head coach. Dave's the offensive coordinator. So it's 3rd and 8. We're on the 30-yard line going that way. Dave's calling another play, and he's yelling punt team. And Dave's like,
he's also the oldest.
I got this. You got this? Yeah, I got this. Okay. So he gets the first down because he didn't punt.
It's just different. NFL, high school, college, it's all different.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of play percentages and yardages and this and that. But it took us a good while to kind of feel each other out.
This year, they all got to celebrate a state championship together. And while Darren leads future NFL hopefuls to their dreams, Derek is still grateful to chase his own, staying grounded by his family.
If football ended today for me, it worked out all right, And so I'm thankful to my parents and obviously to my brothers for toughening me up and teaching me how to do it.
Even though the family still cherishes getting to watch him on Sundays. Actually, football or not, Sundays are pretty important for the Carrs.
God knows that he gave them this talent, and he also knows that it's played on Sunday. So he also must trust him enough and trust my kids enough to know that their foundation is strong.
Football is a lot to this family, but God's even more.
And they all get to use the game they love to share that message.
It means everything to a lot of people, we touch a lot of people.
So the Carr method is simple. Faith, family, then football. And there are plenty of grandchildren coming up to keep this strong family tradition going. For 23 ABC Sports, I'm Carrie Osep. Back to you.